This is Jordan Tower with JT News. Make sure you smash that like button, smash that subscribe, and well, 50 Cent woke up and chose violence today, okay? Jomo, he's actually a decent rapper now, okay? He's a decent rapper, but he's probably the better one out of Dipset that's dropping music right now. But he thinks he's something he's not. He thinks he's a super gangster. He thinks that he is... When he really just relies on other people. And any rapper has people that'll do stuff for him. People just want to be around famous people. And that's just a fact. Okay? Then he thinks he's like some hit maker. When he has like one hit, maybe two. Okay? The rest are just like filler songs. And once you get a hit record, you kind of can ride that for a while. Like people just tap into what you're doing, right? But he didn't even write the hit record he wrote. So he called out 50 Cent because 50 Cent was mentioned the other day on The Breakfast Club. Now, The Breakfast Club was getting kind of messy, trying to like bring this whole beef up. And don't think Jim Jones didn't tee this up because he needs this for promo. Did he drop his album? Yeah, he dropped his album. He needs people to go stream this, right? I'm sure it's a good album. I didn't check it out yet. I'm definitely going to check it out today. I'm sure it's good. Jim Jones usually drops pretty good music, okay? Even his early albums were good. Like, Jim Jones is just Jim Jones. But if he would calm down a little bit, he'd be a lot more likable. People just... And if it's almost like he has it built into him to be a snake. How he snaked Cameron, you know?
Consistently to even...
Now, this girl that's on The Breakfast Club, she wanted to smash, for sure. She was just... Oh, he's the best. You know, like she was really riding Jim Jones.
But, you know.
It has platinum records, gold records, number one records. It's not too many in New York.
I got more solo records than most of them.
You don't have more solo records than Jadakiss, Fab, let's see. Obviously, you know, your Nas, your Jay-Z, even Prodigy and Mobb Deep. Nori has more records than Jim Jones. Let's see who else. There's a lot of rappers that have way more records than Jim Jones. Mace even, like, and Mace didn't even drop that much after 2000.
That really hit. Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
You dig? Like, I got a lot of gold singles and I got some action with me. You dig?
He has some. He doesn't have that many.
It's gonna be hard for a lot of people from New York to win with Capo.
What?
And I got freestyles. I could do all.
He could do a lot of stuff, but it's just like he's saying he's somebody he's not. You know, he thinks he's some hit maker. He's not.
In New York City, it's gonna be hard. I would say that for anybody.
Nah.
You know, on the record.
Sounds like he want to do one with 50 Cent. That's what it sounds like. It sounds like Jim.
Nah, I don't want to do nothing with that sucker.
And what is this? Individual number one from the wiretaps getting bossy.
You heard? Leave him out of the conversation.
You did that on purpose.
No,
He did. Don't start.
because he said a rapper. He said New York, and that's the only one that has a
I
catalog.
low-key was thinking it. I just didn't want to say it.
Let's see this girl. Look at her.
Consistently to even... But, you know.
It has platinum records.
Anyways, 50 Cent says, delusional, Jomo. Only got one song, Ballin', written by Max B. Who does he think he is? A Boogie? Punk? Then 50 Cent goes off and says, what does he say? He says, basically, been waiting to say this. All you gotta do is something, punk. You girly mouth boy. Obviously, he's talking to Jim Jones or Joe Budden because he went at both of them today. He's talking about Joe Budden needs therapy because he was talking about when he goes to a strip club, he brings his girl and brings lube in and rubs himself, pause, while they do stuff to each other. It's like, bro, calm down, bro. Like, we don't need to hear this. We don't need her saying it. Joe Budden looked uncomfortable while she was outing his business. When at Mayweather last night, talking about Mayweather can't spell again because Mayweather was hanging out with Meech and them. So he's just punishing everybody. But 50 Cent has so much beef, it's hard to know who he's talking about sometimes, 42 Dugg, after exposing 42 Dugg, 42 Dugg's people are pissed, bro. Like that's the rumor out there. Because think about it. If you're down with 42 Dugg and you asked him even for $1,000 and he said no, and then he went and give $100K, even though he denies it, he did it. He definitely did it. Okay, why would someone just make that up? It's been confirmed by 3 people that he's done this, right? $100K to Big Meech when he came home, $100,000, and obviously that's nothing to Meech in his mind because when he was out before, he could throw that in a club in a night. I mean, he was really trying to get that promo going for the record label. That was his goal. He thought that he was going to be. He says, if we didn't go to jail, we would have been Cash Money. No, you wouldn't have been Cash Money because you had Cash Money was out and thriving while you were doing all this, and you still couldn't eclipse them. Let's see. When you think I care, you feel stupid. Oh my gosh. Then 50 Cent shows basically that he's moving on from BMF. He doesn't need it anymore. He doesn't even want to deal with it. He's promoted Kanan, which drops on the 7th of March. This is a continuation of Power. It's actually probably better than BMF, to be honest with you. The allure of BMF is that it really happened, and it's 2 characters you knew from DVDs and watching clips of them and hearing stories, and that makes it a lot more enticing to watch. But, this Kanan, this is good TV, Power and Kanan and all the spinoffs, Power Book 2. It's good. He says, turned down for what? March 7th. Raising Kanan. I'm also excited to watch this Hip Hop Cop thing on Hulu. They didn't say when this is coming out. Check out my new show. But is it out? We'll have to see. Yeah, so 50 Cent, Big Meech. Nobody cares about Big Meech anymore. I mean, after this week, bro, I think that whole Big Meech thing is done. He's put enough doubt out there. I don't think the Tammy Cowens documentary will ever drop, to be honest with you. That's just my opinion. I think that it was just a good threat at the time and a good warning shot. But beyond that, I don't think it's ever going to drop. It's just letting him know I know everything. And I think that was enough. Big Meech never defended himself. Southwest T never defended Big Meech. That says a lot. Southwest T never even welcomed Big Meech home. He's ashamed of his brother. And the paperwork is just funny. It's not a clear-cut case of snitching or anything. It's just like you're sending your friends into the lion's den knowing what's going on and the potential upside for you. That's it. He's just not a good person, to not keep it real with somebody when you come home. Death before dishonor. Well, it was dishonorable to go against 50 Cent and then take a picture with his ops when he built all this for you. BMF isn't such a big brand that people would have done a series way before 2016 if it was that big of a story. There's a million drug dealer stories, man. Don't think BMF is the be-all, end-all. There's a lot of them. Frank Lucas was one, and they made a whole movie about it. Those people didn't want to make a movie about BMF, did they? Did they? Anyways, they made a movie about AZ, paid in full, but they didn't make one about BMF, Big Meech. And they had the opportunity. Just no studios wanted to. 50 Cent had to get the interest going. That's my point. Big Meech and his brother didn't know who to go to. So, maybe 50 Cent will continue with Southwest T. We'll see. Anyways, JordanTower with JT News. Check in the next one. Peace.